Pamela, you talked about healing people with nature. How do human beings connect with nature? I thought healing people with nature is about eating food. When you eat food, that is healing. But do you have any kind of healing again? What is different?
I think healing, eating is one form.
Yes.
But even before you eat it, how you connect with that food that you're going to eat has to be part of the process. The mindset that you have when you're connecting with that food that you're going to eat. If you just think, where did this food come from? It didn't fall from the sky. Someone planted this and it grew. How did it grow from a small seed to a tree to food, and then it ripens? Then we pick it from there and bring it inside
really
the house.
The mindset to
yes,
eating
you
food?
do. Yes, you do, because it helps us appreciate that what we are eating does not start and stop at the table. Mm-hmm. There is more to life than what we see right now as we're going to eat, because we are hungry. And also, if we are hungry, what happened to the food we ate yesterday? What did it do for us? So it's just being aware of what is happening around us on this planet, because we are part of it. We are part of the planet. If there's a human being, there's trees that are around us, there's flowers that are around us, there are butterflies that are floating around us. What does it mean? How do we all fit in with each other?
Yes, Moshinda, how do you connect with nature? How do you really?
Jerry's reply, she talked about the food and it means more. There's some cultural practices that I've seen here, which I think people, again, are not appreciating. The fact that you eat with your fingers.
Yes.
I understand it's supposed to be a big respect. It's a big respect for the food. It's actually an insult to eat with these metal implements.
It's like food is dirty. I don't want to get my fingers dirty.
Yeah.
So you're using
Wow.
And you're using all your senses. When you eat with your hands, you're using all your senses. So it's all very tidy and it's all very respectful to nature. You know, it reconnects you from the soil to the Most High. There's that. You know, even this thing I think I've seen where you cannot pass over food.
Yes.
If it's on the ground, then I don't really know where it's come from, but I do it myself. If I'm in the market, I'm very careful. I will not cross food. I don't know what it means, but I know it's respecting.
You don't have to jump the food.
Yeah, but I know it's respecting the food that came out of the ground. You know, even as a baby, babies eat with their fingers. They don't eat with a knife and fork as a baby. So, yes, I think that there is something very healing in eating with your fingers. I don't know, Jerry, what do you think?
First of all, healing. We know healing as get some tablets, pop them in your mouth, and drink water, and they heal you. That process, now we take back to nature. It does the same thing without you popping tablets. It's you allowing the forces that be, the forces of nature, to interact with you and do what they need to do, because nature knows, nature is perfect. What I can say is we are one with nature. Yeah? Nature is us. We are nature. Take, for instance, the air that we breathe.
Yes.
Yeah? That's nature. It's what keeps us alive. Our bodies are over 60% water. And the largest surface area on earth is covered by water. It's what feeds us. Food feeds us. Nature feeds us. Nature heals. Okay? When we eat, we heal ourselves. Yeah? We flush toxins from our bodies. I mean, it's a cycle. So we are one with nature. If we are one, like our body is full with all the body parts. When you take off one part, then it's incomplete. It's sick. So if you separate us from nature, then we are not whole. So I'd say nature heals, we are one with nature. It protects us. So you cannot separate us from nature.
Apart from eating the food, is there any other way someone would get healed by nature?
Yes, mentally. And that is one thing we neglect. Mentally, what we see. What you see, they say what you see is what you get. What you see is what is what your mind picks up. If you see something sad, pictures of death, blood, you get stressed. Yeah. Now, when you see colorful, flowers, you see happy people, you're healed. If you're from looking at sad photos and then you look at happy, you just walk into a park, even looking at a photo of a flower garden, that heals your mind. It gives you peace. So, that's nature. That's the way it heals. The mind is the one thing that suffers the most sickness. And yet it is the one thing that we ignore the most to treat.
Every flowering plant has a different some are purple, some are pink. It's actually it's amazing and mesmerizing that beautiful flowers are growing somewhere out in the wild. Okay? Or even if we plant them, we get them from somewhere. We didn't create them, but we bring them into our spaces. That is the healing. When you look at those plants and allow yourself to feel the things that you're feeling, that calm, then now there's no resistance inside your body. So you're allowing your body to heal itself.
It's a bit like, when you go to your village and you're sitting by the fire, you almost get memorized.
Surely, yes.
The same thing happens. We go to Entebbe quite a lot. Sitting by that lake, you can sit there for hours. You just get immersed.
Refresh your mind.
Yes, and it kind of takes you over. You're almost meditating.
Yeah.
And I think that is the approach that we're talking about. When we feel that we're stressed, that we have too many problems, take it outside. Look at what the birds are doing, how they relate, how they behave with one another.
To say everything around us, even us, we are energy.
Yes.
Okay? And energy changes, it moves, and that move shifts things, So we carry energy in our bodies. The plants carry energy. Even around us, there is energy. I'll give you an example. You can Google, when you go to the equator, on both sides of the line, you realize that the currents are different. They move the opposite direction, and that's at the equator. All that is energy.
Even the soil has its own energy.
Even the soil has its own energy. So if you're sick inside and you draw positive energy, you draw healing energy, and your mind focuses on that healing energy, you pull that in, the good vibes, the good emotions, and you believe that you will be healed. That energy connects into your body, and then it starts shifting. Okay? When you're in hospital, the doctors will tell you, when you want a patient to recover after they've gone either through surgery, they'll tell you, keep the environment clean. But again, when they take you home, go to a quiet place, go to a garden. That's why they tell you, go for walks, Don't stay lying in bed, because that energy has to move. It has to suck it. The sick energy has to come out. You have to breathe in clean air. Your mind, you have to see things to take you away from that pain, So I don't know if that explains that when the energy comes in. So you don't look at a plant as a plant or a tree as a stick, There is energy there that flows. Exactly.
There's life.
Exactly. So that is nature. That is nature, and that is what heals. So it brings it all together.
Thanks for watching TV Africa, and we will be coming back for the next segment.